Hi everybody, it's Eve from Collective Chickadee, and I'm here today to do a little tutorial of how to make this little fairy journal that I made out of envelopes and using the Artie Mae's digital download of mushrooms, ferns and mushrooms is what it is. It is a simple little journal, and I feel kind of little, I don't know, apprehensive to even show you how I made this, but I wanted it to be simple and quick because I was making it for my mom's friend, and I was limited of time. I thought I was limited in time of making it, and I just wanted something cute, quick, and simple. And so that is why I made this the way I did. And I'm going to do a little tutorial on how to make it. So if it's something you'd like to make with me, join me. Also, I want to show you a little bit of my findings that I collected when I was up at North Dakota visiting my mama. Some of them are what she has given me, and others is because I went kind of thrifting around to different antique shops and actually met a couple people that sell antiques, and a lot of it was just gifted to me, which is just amazing. So if that is something you want to get a preview of, join me. All right, let me show you first some of my little goodies. I think what I'll do is grab the box that my mom gave me. It is this tin box all full of letters and notes, and the most interesting thing I think is in this leather envelope. It's little patents. So my great-grandfather was an inventor. And in here, I have 3 of his patents, which is kind of exciting. It's very fragile. I love right away. Maybe I need to scroll this out. Hold on. Let's see what I need to do. What I love is how they have these ribbons and the eyelets tied in here. I don't know if you can see that. And then here's a seal down here with the ribbon of the patent. I want to look at the date for you on here. It was Carol J. Atkins, which was my great-grandfather. And let's see, there's got to be a date on here. On the inside, it actually shows what his patent is. And it's improvement of ferry bridges. And I guess this is what he was writing. Okay. 1873. That is the date on here. So that's pretty neat. That's one of them. I'll make sure I fold this right. There we go. Here's another one. And once again, it has this ribbon with the seal. And it is still the improvement of a drawbridge fastenings. Let's see if we can find the drawing. Like I said, this is kind of stiff and fragile, so I just really want to make sure I'm gentle with this. But I guess there's the diagram of the improvement of the drawbridge fastenings. And then there's one more. I won't take that out, but I do want to show you. Lots of little envelopes. But in here, oh, this is what I wanted to show you. These are receipts of paying back debts. Or actually, this is a check here. 1861. And look at the beautiful handwriting, the script writing. Let me see if I can find one of those. 1871. Here's a receipt, a handwritten receipt. One day after date, I promise to pay. I can't read the name of the estate of the McBride, December 200 and I can't read it, but March 11th, 1869. But isn't that kind of fun? And I know there's several like that in here that I had taken a peek. Beautiful script writing. I don't know what was on the bottom here. I wonder if there was an address. Deed of trust, receiving this. No, as according to law. I'm not really sure how to. But isn't that gorgeous? I'm so excited to have these. And these were in my mom's attic. I guess it's the signature that is cut off of all these. I wonder why that is. There's my great-grandfather's name. So that is just a fun little box, metal box full of deeds that have been paid off, which is pretty fun. Even how they wrapped it up. Do you see how they wrapped it up with the paper and his name? Kind of fancy. Alright, let me show you my other goodies. Let me get this out of the way. Hold on. So, I told you I met with an antique fella. Super nice, and he just gave this box to me. Here's some photo mounting corners. And I thought, why not just go ahead and scan that and use that. Sewing needles. Isn't that a clever little way to keep your needles? Here's another one. So I definitely will be scanning these. Look at this cute photograph. Another needle holder. Some old lace in here. Some buttons. More needles. An oil of 1,000 uses. It must be for your sewing machine and yeah, other things. Some tags. More needle books. How fun is that with the foil? It's something that we'll have to remember when we're doing our designing. Like I said, there's all sorts of lace in here that is definitely vintage. And the same fella gave me these books. You're gonna love the images in here, and I wish I knew what the date were on here. But look how beautiful. Little children, women. I'm gonna have so much fun with this. Handbags, lingerie, smart under things. Never knew that that's what those were called. Look how fun. Oh my goodness. Garter belts. Shoes. Look how smart those men look. Oh my gosh. The sewing machine table. $34.85. Can you imagine? A wool hat. Let's see. It looks like 89 cents. Is it? So this is just one of the catalogs. Oh my gosh. I am so in love with this. Cufflinks. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to scan some of this stuff in as well. $5 down and $5 a month for a stove. What's the full price of them? It only looks like it's $21.90. That can't be possible. That's what it's saying. Huh. Alright, so that's one of them. And here is another one. 1902. So this one must be a little newer. How much is a guitar? Let's see. $11.45. $10.65 for a double barrel. Crazy. If we could just go back then, huh? But isn't this gorgeous? It's in great condition. $53 for this beautiful refrigerator. Oh my gosh. All right, so fun, huh? Oh, baby carriage, $4.89. All right. Oh my gosh, look at those images. Loving. We'll have to maybe cut those out. Make scans first, right? Oh, gorgeous. All right, what else can I show you? All right, I did get some doilies. pretty? I did get these so I can cut them up and put them in my journals. The question is, am I going to be able to do it? I have a tendency of collecting things that I want to put in my journals, and then I end up not, because I'm afraid of tearing this up. Oh, this is one. Isn't this pretty? Look at the fine little itty bitty details on that one. I can scan these too. That one's interesting. I love that pattern. And these are just like little trimmings. 2 of those. Got a deck of cards. Not really sure how vintage that is, but they seem to be. I got a beautiful dictionary here. It has images, and the paper has such a beautiful, rich, yummy distressed look already. Nice and brown, like a toasted chestnut. Let's see what this is. Nothing. You're going to think this is funny, but this is chewing gum wrappers. And this was just given to me. There's some dates on here. And what is so cute about this is inside the box here is a note. And it is from this gal that every time she went on a date with her boyfriend in 1949, whenever they were leaving home and went to Billings from Minot, they would buy a package of cigarettes and candy. And these were the wrappers from the candy that they purchased. Isn't that cute? I don't know what I'll do with that, but I just thought it was a cute little piece of history. Little cabinet cards. Look how beautiful that is. And the frame itself is embossed. But isn't that little fella adorable? I thought this guy was very interesting. I just love, love, love these cabinet cards. And this one I thought was really interesting. So it's a picture on a picture, which I don't think I've really seen before. And the scallop edges is kind of fun. Beautiful family here. Look at that outfit that she's wearing. She had a messy bun. She is before her times, or we brought the messy bun back because of that. I think he's very handsome. Look at the collar and the puffy sleeves on her. Look at this little cutie patootie. I definitely want to use her. I'm going to scan all these, and this one also has the embossed frame around it. Okay, love this. I don't know if this is a couple. I'm thinking probably is. In her wedding dress. I don't know, but I think there's quite a different age gap there. And this young couple looks so young and cute. Look at him. Oh my goodness. All right. Look at those. Here's some more sewing needles. Some scissor sharpeners. How fun will that be to scan and put in as a pocket? And here is a collar and tie holder. I just love the packaging, and it even has the little tie there. Okay. I don't know why I had to pick this up, but I did. I'll have to scan the cover so we can play with that. More needles. I guess I need to do a a sewing journal. Here's another. I think we already saw one like this. And then here's some postcards. And I definitely want to recreate this pocket. But here's another cabinet card. I love this fellow. He has such character. Look at that hair. Whew. So yes, I got some treasures here. I am just so thrilled. These are what I found in the antique store, all these cabinet cards. But I do have my own family cabinet cards that my mom gave me. And it looks like one more lace. Or a couple. One's pretty big. And I guess that is it, except I need to show you the typewriter that my mama gave me. Oh, here's one more. That one's really beautiful. I don't know if I'm going to be able to cut those up. So let me go grab that typewriter because you guys are going to love, love, love it. Oh, look at this beauty. And it has a carrying case. So it's pretty tiny. So it's a traveling one, and it works. Everything works. I just need to replace the ink, which I went on, I guess, Walmart, and their ink will fit on these. But I am just so excited. Everything looks so nice, and I hope to use it. It is so beautiful. Isn't that sweet? I do have lots others to show, but I'm going to get on with making that little fairy journal. But I just really wanted to show you just a few things, and I think in my other videos what I'll do is just bring in little pieces here and there, because I do have some ledgers and cabinet cards that are from my family, and but yes, I'm just so thrilled. So I'll put this away and I'll come right back. Okay, I sure hope I can do this without being all over the place. First, what we are going to do is make the naked journal, And what I've used was 1, 2, 3, and 4 envelopes. So it's going to look like this. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's going to be a pocket on the last one and on the second one. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. Like I said, this journal is purposely put together simply because I was making it for my mom's friend, and I just really wanted it to be something I could put together quickly, and so hopefully it'll be something quickly for you as well. And let's just go ahead and get to it. Okay, I am back like 3 days later. It's hard to believe, but that is true. I'm going to get this video done. Alright, so what we need to do is have 4 envelopes, and these are just invitation envelopes. And you can use whatever size you want, but I will share the size I have here. It is 6.5 by 4 3/4. We're going to need 3 of those, and a smaller one which measures up to 5 3/4 by 4 1/4. We're going to get 2 of them right away, and we're just going to cut just a sliver off the bottoms right away, because those are going to be the little pockets. So I'll be right back. Okay, I just cut a sliver off, so there's a pocket here and here. What we are going to do is slide this tongue into this first envelope. Like so. And here's your little pocket, and then we're going to do the same with this one that has a pocket. Slip that in there. So here are the first 3 pages. We're going to grab that smaller envelope, and instead of cutting a slit at the very bottom for a pocket, we are going to cut just a very small part on the top, or it's actually the side of the envelope, but it's going to be a top of our journal page. Alright, so I trimmed the top here, and I'm going to get a circle punch and just cut a nice little notch here. And on my punch, I don't know if this is helpful for you all, but I have marked on the inside with a permanent marker so I know where the center is, and it just makes it easier. Okay, make sure I have the right side. It just makes it easier for me to line it up with my cut here. So I don't know if you can see where those lines are. I just line them up next to the edge of the envelope there, and I just kind of eyeball it and snap. So I have that little notch, and this one is actually going to go inside the pocket of the 3rd envelope. So we stick the little tongue in there. Like that. So I'm going to bring the other naked journal that I kind of showed you prior. So we have the front page, second page, the flips, and the last page. I am just going to go ahead and glue this down. I could just use a glue stick, I think. I'm going to do the same thing with this guy. Let's see. I think those are going to be fine. I don't think we really have to adhere that, but maybe I'll just put a little bit of wet glue. It's not going to move, but just to be on the safe side. Well, come on. There we go. Here's that one. And I'll do the same thing with this. And we're just going to be covering that up with paper. So that was going to be just fine, but just to make sure. And I guess with this little top pocket here, I'll just put just a little bit of glue at the tip here. And this is going to be covered too. That's Ellaroo barking. I'm not sure at what. So here we have our naked journal. We have the front cover. The second, we're going to actually stitch some paper in here. But now at this point, I'm going to ink the edges like what I did in the journal here. I used brown, what was it, the gathered twigs all around on the envelopes. I think this time, just to be different, I am going to use a dark purple. And I will just speed up that process of inking that up. Alright, I got that all distressed the way I want it. And now let's just go ahead and get the pages ready to put on the cover. On this one, I just used some scraps that I had laying around, and I'm going to do the same thing. I do have some print-offs that I'm going to just size up and layer. So I wish I could tell you where these came from, but I cannot. And maybe you guys will recognize them from another digital download. But I'm going to just go ahead and get this to size. Oopsie. All right, I think I will go ahead and distress this in a dark blue. Let's see if I can find the ink that I want. I'm just going to go ahead and adhere that, and I'm just going to give this a little dimension there. And for this pocket, do some real glue just on the two sides. And I already have a die cut ready. And I think I also want to use, over on the side here, I have this little rope bowl that one of my friends made me. And it's just full of little die cuts. So I will just find one that I think looks good in here. Well, I like that. I do that. Let's see what else I have though. I have a different shade of purple that I could do. What else do I have? I kind of like the contrast of this. What if I go a completely different color? I don't think that will go. You got a little bent, but maybe this would work. Actually, I like that better. So I'm just going to go ahead and do those. All right, and there's just a little bit that needs to be trimmed off here. So already we have the front cover. So let's go ahead and, oh, I need to make sure I'm in frame when I do that. Oh my goodness. All right, let me get my glue where it needs to go. So already we have the front cover. So we're going to just go to the second page here. And I use the Artie Mays paper, and I have that here, and I'm just going to make it so it fits here nicely. So nice having these lines here so I can attempt to tear this straight of course, anything can still happen. And this one doesn't have to be all the way to the bottom of the envelope because there is going to be a tag here. So I think I'll just kind of make it a little short on purpose. That way I have another piece of scrap that is actually usable. Because you know how we love our scraps. But yeah, that's going to be a nice piece to use later. Alright, so that is going to be here. And I might as well go ahead and do this side as well. I want to distress these edges. I'm going to try the sponge, see if it works better with this ink. It's the Blueprint Sketch Distress Oxide, and I just felt like my little brush wasn't making it the way I wanted it to look. But this ink is fairly new, so it's really good and juicy. Oh, I probably just need to do one of those edges. So on my fairy journal, I had done all the silhouette stamping of the fairies and gathered twigs, and I think I'm going to do a purple this time. Like I said, I just wanted it to be a little bit different. And I could just go ahead and do that now. Maybe I will. And I think I'm going to use the Dusty Concord. I'm going to get my platform stamper because a lot of times I have to restamp my image. And what I have done here is my magnets are so strong and it's hard to catch, and so I just put some duct tape on it, and I made it so there's tails just so it will also hold my paper down, and it's just easier for me to lift up my magnets. And I do have one little extra small one just for a little probably extra support there. This is a stamp I want up here. And I find it's definitely easier to stamp the paper before you put it in your book. Less bulk. She looks like she's standing tall. If I didn't have this platform stamper, I sure wouldn't get this image the way I want it. All right, that's better. All right. So I told you it's been a couple days since I've been here. One of my girlfriends, we planned on going kayaking up in the mountains, and so we did that. And while we were out kayaking, she was talking about how all of her camping sites have been just completely full because it's travel tourist time up here in Montana, but I think also COVID had a huge impact on people coming out here. So of course us locals she's a little concerned because, you know, her spots are no longer available. So I had told her about the area that my husband and I had camped out just a couple of weekends ago when we took the mules out for a ride, and it was just absolutely beautiful. So I said, how about we get off the lake and I drive you down the canyon and show you this area. And so we did that, and it was so fun and so beautiful, and absolutely nobody was up there, which is what we wanted. But on our way out, I got a flat tire, and my friend was laughing at me because I was just like, oh, how lucky are we that we got a flat tire? And she's just like, what? Eve, why are you saying that you're lucky? And I was saying that we're lucky is because we could have easily gotten a flat tire when we were out in the boonies, 20 miles in the gravel road where nobody was at. And where I got a flat tire, there just happened to be a pull-off area. And so I pulled in there and proceeded to take my spare tire out from underneath my truck. And then we were getting the jack where it needed to be to lift up my vehicle, and my jack isn't long enough. It is factory made. It belonged to my truck, so I don't understand why it couldn't lift my truck up. But fortunately, there was a truck driver that was fixing lunch. He was just grilling, I guess it's dinner at that time, grilling lunch for him and his wife by the river where I had to pull off to fix my tire, and he stopped to help. And then this nice family from Washington stopped, and then one other person from Big Sky stopped, and so we had these 3 people helping us, and we needed everybody's help. We needed somebody else's jack. I couldn't loosen up the lug nuts with the little tool that they had. I needed like a pipe for better leverage, and oops, here I am talking and I'm forgetting to do a mean part of this cute journal. Oh, okay, we'll come back to the story. I didn't want this down yet. Let's see. I need to put our little envelopes in here, coin envelopes. So what can I do to put, I'll put a pair of scissors in here. All right, I'll come back to that part. And to the story. Back to what I was working on. So we are going to make these little pockets right here. It's 2 coin envelopes that flip-flop, and I used this download for that page and this download for the back side of the coin envelopes, and it's kind of puzzled together. And as you can see, the coin looks a little bit bigger, and it's because I trim this, and then the card that I put inside, I make it a little bit longer. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut, what is that? Like a beige red. I bet it's just, yeah, it's like 3/4. So on both envelopes, I'll make sure that the flaps are all going this direction, and I'm going to cut about 3/4 right across this. Be right back. Alright, so I have our envelopes, and they're going to be going this direction, and here's the pieces that I cut off. So I'm going to now get these prepared.